Vivy Fluorite Eye's song is not only one of the best anime airing right now, but is so far one of the best anime we've seen this year. So if any of you have yet to watch Vivy, I'm here to tell you why you need to watch it. So first off, the story of Vivy is that at some point in the future, humans have developed extremely intelligent AIs. And one day, the AIs, for some reason, turn against all humans and start killing them. But right before he dies, one scientist manages to send an AI named Matsumoto back in time to change the past to prevent the other AIs from killing the humans. Now in the past, Matsumoto seeks the help of a singing AI named Diva, whose sole purpose is to sing to make people happy. And after some convincing, Diva decides to help Matsumoto change the future so that humans don't die and she can keep singing to make people happy. Now I know that AIs rising up against humans or sending a robot back in time to stop said AI uprising from happening is nothing new, but the way the story is told here and the themes it explores feels different from any other AI uprising story, or anime for that matter, because I've never seen an AI uprising story in an anime. There could be some out there, but I've never heard of or seen any. So not only is Vivy unique to the AI uprising story genre, but it's unique to anime. One of my favorite things about Vivy is the way they explore the AI's humanity. Diva, despite being an AI, feels like one of the most human characters in the anime. Some of the stuff she has to deal with is the same as any other person would have to deal with. And it's not just Diva, but throughout the story she meets other AIs who are really likable and great characters that are also going through issues that humans would have to go through. And it makes you start thinking about the humanity of the AIs and wonder if they really are so different from us. And I love the way they do this because in a lot of other AI uprising stories, they tend to always bring up the question of, are these AIs the same as humans? And it feels like they tend to shove it in your face. But in Vivy, there was never a point where I felt like they were shoving the idea of AIs being human in my face, but rather presented it in a way that makes the viewer think about the humanity of the AIs. And this is one of the biggest things that separates Vivy from other pieces of media about AIs. That and the fantastic writing from co-creator and co-writer Tappei Nagatsuki, sorry if I mispronounced that name, the creator of ReZero. His take on the AI uprising is one of my favorites that I've seen because of how well he writes the characters and story. Diva's character development throughout the story is fantastic. She's trying to figure out exactly what it means to put your heart into something and how she can put her heart into her singing. And it's something that I feel anyone can relate to, because in everyone's life I'm sure there's been a point where you wanted to put your heart into doing something that you love, but haven't been able to figure out exactly how to do that. And I think this is one fantastic way to explore an AI's humanity. Now Matsumoto's character is more of a robot than Diva, because he'll do things logically where Diva will try to save someone, even if it seems illogical and will put her at risk. But he's not extremely robotic to the point where he might be kind of boring. He's actually kind of a smartass and is pretty funny, but because of him being more robotic than Diva, they have some really great back and forth. And I'm really glad that Matsumoto is there because one, I love his character, and I think that the story would be kind of boring if it was just Diva trying to stop this from happening, but the fact that she has Matsumoto there throughout the whole story makes it really interesting and a lot better. Also, the music in Vivy is amazing. While it's not really an idol anime, it still has some of the best music I've heard in anime this year, and it has some of my favorite theme song fights in anime, where there's a fight scene and the theme song starts playing, and man, some of the fights are just amazing. There's one that I got goosebumps while watching, which doesn't really happen that much for me. I could be wrong, but I think the last time that happened was when I watched Demon Slayer episode 19 for the first time. So yeah, it's got not only fantastic music, but fantastic fight scenes too. It also has a beautiful art style, and whenever they want to make a scene more dramatic, they have these extremely detailed close-up shots of the characters, and I can only imagine just how long it took to make those more detailed shots, but it's beautiful and I don't think I've ever seen it in anime before. And the staff working on it over at Wit Studio once again just did a fantastic job with the animation and art style, and I think this is my favorite animation or art style that I've seen them do. So my overall thoughts on Vivy is that it's amazing. The characters are extremely well written, the story is well written and interesting. It also does a fantastic job with the themes that it explores, and I think if you like anime, you need to watch Vivy. So I'm going to be giving Vivy an A.
Nice!
This was the first anime I've seen that told an AI uprising story, and I think they did a fantastic job with it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe and like the video, as it all helps me out a lot. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time in the next video.